let's talk about zips. This is a number 3 zip. Oh, I'm trying to find the tape measure. Oh, here we are. Right. This is a this green one. It's not very good on you. I'll show it on you. This is a number 3 zip that you would put in a dress, and we have used it in the last bags that we made. And it's roughly 1 inch wide, and the teeth on it are quite small. Yeah, it's your average zip that you would buy in your average fabric shop. Okay, then this, I'm going to use the white one, and it's easier to show you the white, I think. Right. Now, this is a number 5 zip. If I put it next to the number 3, you can see it's about 1 inch. It's not 1.5 inches. It's more. This is about 1.25 inches. Yeah, and the teeth on it are bigger. And this is a handbag zip. Now, I buy them I probably buy 5 meters at a time, and as you can see, I wrap them up. They come with the zip ends, but I put the zip on end on when I need it. So what we need, according to me when I measured it out, and I want to come down over there, go around there, go around there, go around there, and go around there. Yeah, and a bit more. And I reckon, if I get my ruler, I reckon that's about, yeah, 17 or 18 inches. I'm going to say 18 for sake. Now you notice I haven't got any, it's nylon still, yeah. Just cut through it, and I don't have any form of zipper on there, but I'll show you how to put that on in the finish. Okay, but for the moment we're going to split the zip, so even if you had a zip end on, you need to take it off. If you're using a regular zip, that you can find one long enough, I mean that would be long enough. If you're going to use a regular zip, then you need to cut off the stopper and cut off the other end and pull the zipper right off. Right, a few things to do then before we split the zipper. I've made a central mark, you know, fold it in half, made a central mark. Same thing with this. Obviously I'm using a friction pen, so fold it in half, make a central mark, and same with the other end, because we're going to want it in a minute. Not show it very well. Right, okay, so then taking one side of the zipper, which way do I want it? I've got to think now, Jack, which way do you want it? You want that to open up like that, don't you? Yep. Right, so zipper face down and start pinning. Where's my pinner? Right, and start pinning. So starting with the middle, pin it. Come about a third towards the edge and pin it. Same way the other way and pin it. Now, we want to bend it around this corner and have it hang off the edges, right? So to enable us to bend it around the corner, I'm taking my scissors and I'm just making Oops. Let's try a proper pair of scissors. I am just making, not very large, just small nicks, less than 1/4 of an inch into the zipper. But do you see how that's allowing me to spread? Yeah? So I am then going to use quite a few pins to spread this zipper. Come on, you know you want to. Not easy, but I'm spreading the zipper. Doesn't want to do it, but it's gonna have to. Pushing it back a bit as I'm doing it. Take that pin out. This is fiddly. This is fiddly, but it will happen. Trust me. Nope, not happy with that. Starting again. I could make those nicks a bit more. You don't want to make them more than the 1/4 of an inch that you're sewing, and you need to kind of push the zip back on itself a bit to get the correct spread as we go. Oh. Oop. No. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. As we go around this corner, you may find it easier to manipulate when it's actually under the needle. And you know, you can, flipping Laura, there. Put one pin in there, and another pin in there. Alright, so look, you can see from this side, it's going around the corner now. Yeah, it may not look very elegant this way, but it is going around the corner. So then as we come on down, naturally we're just following the line. Yeah. To get to the end. Yeah. Now, I'm going to take my pen, alright, because I want these to be equal, obviously, because they've got to match up, haven't they? So where the end of that material is, I'm marking on both sides, yeah, because in a minute I'm going to split the zip and do the same with the other end. So again, I'm putting a few snips in it. Might need another one to get to go round. Gosh, my back is killing me now. I should do this in the morning, I suppose. Right. Pin in the straight bit. And then I'm pushing the zip back towards me to get that curve in. Okay? You need to, I'm pushing it back to get it spread around that curve. Not forget that bit. Okay. again, from this side you can see, it's going around that curve. Right, now, again, carry on, pinning it down to the end. Okay, and again, with the pen, oh, my back is killing me now, mark on the zip where the end, a corresponding end, so you know where your ends are, right? Now, here we go, lovies. Oh, no, we can't, how can we do that? We can, we'll never get it the same again. Yeah, you will. Right, now we've got to put this one on this end. Oh, back's killing. So we just took off the other side, and obviously I know that that's going to match because the other end's a bit shorter. So in exactly the same way, I'm going to match that and pin it. And we know which way round the zip's got to go because it's the side with the markings. So I am now, and my middle marking I'm putting against the middle marking I made here. Okay, and again I'm gonna put my end marking on the end. It might come down a little bit actually. Yeah. Right. I'm just checking that is on the end. Yes, it is. Right. And then in the same way as we did before, we're going to have to just snip around this corner. Bend it up because we know this has got to fit now. So when it comes to this corner, okay, yep, I'm going to pin it in such a way, like this, you see? Alright, and again with this, just going to snippy snip. Come down to this bit. And then this should, yep, you see, this should bend round this corner. Alright, so now we've got those two on like that, I am going to go and sew from here with my 1/4 inch zipper foot all the way around both sides. Okay, so I've got my zipper foot on, not the walking zipper foot, this is your bog standard normal walking foot. I'm just looking for my awl because yay, I don't know what I've done with it. Where have you gone to, my lovely? Where have you gone to, my lovely? When you're alone in your bed. Ah, here he is. Right, because I'm going to want to hold this and I want to start. I will backtrack a little bit, I think. I put my needle down, take out my first pin, 240, that'll do me, 3 forward, back and off, it doesn't matter. Now I want to keep the edge of this zip. I've got my needle to the left hand side nearest the zip, and I'm keeping the edge of this foot on the outside of the zipper tape, which should be matching the outside of the material beneath it, we hope. And I'm just taking out my little pins, keeping everything as steady. And this is why I got my awl, so just, you know, do a last minute fiddle. And you might have to just flatten the zip a little bit. Can you see how my fingers are working? As I come around that corner, bringing it back to the edge as I want it, keeping the outside, whoop, whoop, whoop. Big mistake. What happened there, Jack? Big mistake. Okay, that's alright, it didn't do any damage. Let's go back to where we were. I can continue right back here. Now, that's good that that happened to me, because, you know, if it, and I'm just going to loosen those threads that caught there. If it happens to me, phew, like the others, it may happen to you. So I'm just going to, crikey Moses. Just want to get rid of this thread that's caught there. Right. Any more threads caught? Yep, one more. I can see another. You probably can't see this, but I can see the thread that's caught. Alright, so there. So now I can pull my zip back. Don't know why I did that. Like I say, it always happens on video. Right, so keeping the zip out the way of the flipping needle and keeping the outside of the zip on the fabric. Yep. We just try that one more time as we go around the corner. Well, now we're on straight bits. Oh, thank goodness for that, eh? Double checking that everything is where it should be underneath. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, here we go. So now I've got to flatten this corner. Take my pins out of the way and make sure that my material is still underneath. So I'm keeping these zipper teeth out of the way, but I'm making sure that the fabric is still around that corner and still the same width as the fabric beneath it. Oh, we're nearly there. And then cut the stitches back. Right, now, can you see? May not be perfect. May not be perfect, but this one went in better. But that's putting the zip round the corners. Yeah, so that's on that end. Now we've just got to do exactly the same with this end. But I just heard a load of squeaks on my machine, so I want to go and see what people are saying. It's not very bright, is it? Turn this on. That's a bit better. Oh, that's a bit better. Right, so, same thing. Exactly the same thing with the other end. A few stitches forward. A few stitches back. I'll just remind you, I've got my needle to the left. This is an ordinary zipper foot, or my version of my machine. Ow, gives me the zipper foot. I bloody 8 pins. There is not one time that I do anything without getting stabbed. See? Getting stabbed by a flipping pin. Now, I sew up to, but not over my pins, because if a pin, number one, you'll bend the pin, well that's no good. Number two, you could snap your needle, and if the very end of your needle goes in underneath your gubbins and you don't get it out, you could cause irreparable damage to your machine. So try not to sew over pins. I do know that some people do it. Some people you see on YouTube, they do it. And I wince every time. Because it really is not a good idea. Now, I'm not sure how I pinned this, but that pin there is getting on my wasset, so I'm moving it. Right. And I want my awl back again now. I'm lifting my foot. I'm just going to take, oh, here we go. Flying by the seat of my doodads. Take my pins out because, as I've said to you before, sometimes I find it easier to manipulate things. I get it right. That's not quite right. Put that again. Right, I get it. There, now I'm happier with that. See? See? As it trails behind me, I'm much happier with that. But obviously you need pins in it, otherwise, you know, you've got no place to start, have you? Checking that my material is directly beneath the zip top. Okay, as I go along. Oh, straight bits are easy, aren't they? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I feel like a football song. Right. And just to let you know, this is Christmas Eve now. And here I am, fed up with cooking. I'm fed up with, ooh, not happy, get me pins out. Fed up with dusting, polishing, tidying. I haven't got anybody come in, but you know, can I at the moment? But I'm not happy about the way this is sitting, so I'm taking a lot of pins out, and I am actually, because I can see I've got quite a lot of material, I am taking all these pins out now, because I can see I've got quite a lot of material that is not getting covered. That's better. Hold it with my awl. Wait a minute. Hold it with my awl as I swing it and push it back up. Push it. You have to give it a bit of leeway here, so you need to push the zip backwards. Yeah? Now that's better. Yes. That's better. Right. Push the zip backwards. Put the foot back down. That's better. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And that's still on there, isn't it? Yeah, right. over the end of my material and a few back again. Right. So that's the other side in. Okay, so if I turn it the right way, yeah, not so dusty. Ooh, not too bad at all. And you see how I did manage in the end to get the zip to follow the outline of the fabric. Yeah, that was the important part. So right, now we've done that. Ooh, we get to exciting bits now. We're getting to exciting bits. Yeah, you can see that I've more or less managed to keep that zip following those curves. Alright, and you saw how I did it. The wing and a prayer. No, you saw how I did it.